Uh, Hello. So there is a new project called binderhub-service. Well, it's not really new. It's just, it's also intensely complicated for no reason. But ultimately, it's a Helm chart that just deploys just deploys binderhub without, like any like why is there so much? Like, okay, that's all empty. Never mind. I was like wondering if there was actually there isn't any actual documentation here. Got it. Great. Anyway, confusing start, right? I wonder if there are like lessons I can take on how to be more useful as a streamer. But regardless, my goal here is to make a PR, and the streaming is just like a side benefit, I guess. But to go back, so this is just a Helm chart that like installs binderhub without the associated JupyterHub, so it can be used from any JupyterHub. But as you can see, there is actually no there is no interesting there's no documentation here on how to do anything. It is just fairly standard. There is not necessarily much in the way of documentation that's like needed. I can't believe I said that sentence. Please ignore that. We need to write more documentation than we currently have. So I have a Kubernetes cluster in this project called binderhub-service development. So I'm gonna try and basically write those docs as we go. Let me see if I do have this already cloned. Let's make sure. Okay, install docs. I'm just gonna put this in README. Okay, so so let's just quickly mention the tools you need. This is a Helm chart, so you need, it also has like some images, but I do believe that this image can be just use the upstream binderhub image. Eventually I want this just to be the upstream Helm chart, but there is a bunch of work that needs to be done to get us from here to there. So let's not dive into that right now. Although I would like to get rid of this node source. Node source is not needed. See, I came to do something and I'm doing something else, but that's fine. No node source. If you remember, I did this yesterday as well, where I'm like, well, we don't actually need node source because the npm here is good enough. So great. Okay. Node install node from node source. The image is already, sorry, not the image. The node from, oh, maybe this is not actually boot. Okay, yeah, let's move it to bookworm. Bump base Debian image and don't install node from node source from Debian bookworm is more than recent. Now, for people who don't know, node source used to be a thing that published Debian packages for Node during the long period of time when Debian's Node.js was just like ancient. Okay, so let's just quickly go make this PR. And then I'll let CI churn through that, and then we go back to VCO insert logs. Oh, I need to actually commit these and then push. Okay, back to install docs. All right, great. This is the helm chart. So you need, let's just tools needed. We need just helm actually. Helm. That's it. Okay. I'm not even gonna say that. I want to like put the minimal instructions, and I think it's like, well, it's a helm chart, so you helm. We can add that on later. The goal is right now there's just like too much, right? So let me actually look at what. Okay, so first I need to authenticate to my own Google Cloud, right? So gcloud set project binder. What is this one called? Binderhub-service deployment. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna get gcloud. I'm gonna get credential. Let's just look at the list of clusters and then get credentials. Juke test. Great. Oops. I do Europe, West, and okay, get node. Okay, well, I think I must have recorded that off a long time ago, but I'm just gonna record that. Okay. Let's see. Great. So I'm gonna install this on my own thing. So helm install. Right. Actually, first I need to be helm repo add, right? Helm repo add binderhub-service. And I think, well, I know that there's a GitHub thing that pushes this out, so it should tell me probably where it's pushing to. Doesn't. So, and I know it uses chartpress, which of course I started. Haha. There we go. This is where it's pushing to. I don't like that URL, honestly. That URL needs to change, but we will do that for now. Helm repo add binderhub-service. Helm repo update. Okay. Add the binderhub-service chart repository to helm. And then that's I think it's really important that we don't build anything specific just for our organization, because that sucks. Why would I do that? Okay, so now helm upgrade. I don't like using helm install because I think it's unnecessary, almost, like because upgrade has a dash install, and I love using the same command for basically like everything, so that we can just like just command R, control R, or just hit the command history and then just keep doing that. So let's see, helm upgrade, install, okay, create namespace if needed, right? And then namespace is binderhub-service test. And the name is binderhub-service test. binderhub-service / binderhub-service. Oh, I see. So name is not a parameter. Okay. Okay. I'm sure I can look this up. Okay. So the chart name is not binderhub-service. So let's see what's in chart press. Well, it is called that. Is there a helm repo search? Helm search repo, binderhub-service. I think it might be just like, oh, it's a development thing, right? Okay. So there we go. -- devil is important. Okay, let's just copy that. Great. Latest. Into a helm upgrade. Great. Well, there's basically no documentation here, so right. So this is running. This is running. How do we test this? I mean, once we have a JupyterHub, we will test it by basically, you know, making it a JupyterHub service. But now that we don't have a JupyterHub running alongside this, not yet at least, we can port forwards, okay, and binderhub service test, post port forwards, cc binderhub service test 80,000 or 8,080. Okay. Test get pod. Let's see why. I hate this prefixing the namespace or name with the thing. I've opened an issue about it. I don't want to have to keep typing, like this command has the word binderhub test service test way too many times. We deserve better than that. There we go. What is it? It's 8585. Okay. All right. This is part of the problem. Is it's losing 8585. The service is okay. That's I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna like do that to the pod. Port forward. I mean, I don't understand why it's trying to port forward to the Docker API and not to the binderhub pod. but you know, I'm not going to look at that right now because it's just going to annoy me. So I'm just going to port forward to the pod. What am I doing? Port forward. Flags cannot be placed before plugin name. Like, what are you saying? Oh, see, look at that. Port forward. There's a typo. Create error message. kubectl. Okay, let's see. Localhost 855. Great. This is exactly what we want to find, in fact. So that, you know, like, it's like, great, like, binderhub's now installed. Okay, awesome. So now let's try and actually get and I just want to provide, like, you know, a single command that people can copy paste, because I think that's really important. Okay, so let's see. Usually the way you do this is like this, right? Like, you're like, okay, I'm going to subshell that binderhub-service, get pod, and then, you know, use like a label selector. Get pod binderhub-service test, buddy. Dash O name, I believe. Perfect. Great. Okay, so I'm just gonna also gonna do a dash wait here, so that, you know, by the time the command returns, it means the pods are already up and running. Not in a publicly visible way. By port forwarding to the correct pod. Okay. Space. I know some people like putting environment variables there. I don't like it. So yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay, this should ignore requests on port 855. Localhost to the binder service running inside the pod. So if you go to HTTP localhost 855, localhost 855, I guess I should get rid of this HTTP for better readability. Binder style page that says for if you do success. Okay, great. Okay, awesome. So we have this, and now what do? We need to look at what config is needed. Correct. You need to have created a artifact or path registry. That's right. Okay. Yeah, because the binderhub needs somewhere for it to push config to, right? So okay. Create a let's see if there's like a command line thing. Okay, maybe this is actually like there's a sales pages, and then there's like, you know, the actual useful pages. Docker registry for binderhub to push built images to. In this tutorial, we will be using Google Artifact Registry, which I will link later. But you can use anything else as well. Okay. Your GCP project, enable Google Artifact Registry if you have not done so before. Google requires you enable explicit APIs before you use them. This is extremely, they must have a good reason for it, but I don't know what the fuck it is, because I'm like, why? But anyway, artifact registry, right? Artifact registry. Great, there is actually already an artifact registry thing enabled for binderhub, but I'll try to create new ones anyway just to get a better sense. So create new repository. Okay. Right. It needs to be in the same region. Oh wow, they have automated cleanup policies. That's pretty good. Okay, so what am I gonna do here? Okay, create new artifact registry. Make sure you are in correct project. Okay. Be at service test. Format. I don't know what the fuck this mode is, so let's let it be standard as the mode, region as the location, and select the same region your Kubernetes cluster is in, which is EUS West End. Great. Give it a name, ideally same name you are using for helm chart. Okay. Okay, great. BH. And then I will hit create. This is creating. Perfect. I've created this one. And let's see. Setup instructions, maybe? No, that's not what I want. Great. So this has been created. Next step is to create a service account, basically, right? I was hoping there would be something here that would allow us to, like, something in edit that would just, you know, make it easy to create a service account, but it is not going to be like that, it looks like. So IAM. I refuse to call it IAM. That's like too fundamental a sentence to be just given up to a computer company. Right, okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create a service account, which will give us credentials that we can use to tell binderhub where and how to push to things. So let's see. Service accounts. Service account. Great. I'm going to create a service account. I'm going to create a service account. A Google Cloud service account. So those Kubernetes service accounts as well, which is annoying. Google Cloud service account that has permissions to push to this registry. Yeah, this URL. Make sure you are in the correct project. Okay. Same as the name used for the helm chart, but with a suffix. And then the next step, under roles, what am I gonna do? Artifact registry. Writer, I assume. Okay, let's try artifact registry writer, and then like this is normally where I think you would like restrict it to only a specific registry, but I'm too tired to do that, so I'm gonna not do that. Okay. This is okay. Okay, great. Created let's see. I mean, obviously a script would be better here, but like I'm too lazy to do that right now. Click add key, create new key. It should download now that we have the appropriate permissions, let's set up our configuration. Create a new file named binderhub-service config.yaml with the following contents. I don't know what these contents are. Right. I'm gonna go do this where we have this is like another repository that we have where I already have one of these working, so I'm just gonna copy paste some of this shit. So let's see. I mean, this is like a lot of this is whatever. I think this is basically what I need right now. I just want to make sure that like some of this will come to later, but like right now I just want to get it to build basically. So I'm just gonna take this and paste it and then change it. Okay. All right, let's see. So use registry is true. Image prefix. Let's see how we find image prefix. Artifact registry. If I open it, then I'll copy that. Is that helpful? It fucking is helpful, actually. Terrible UI, Google. Okay. Of the we just created by opening it in the list and looking small copy icon. It should copy something like great. Image prefix is registry path slash okay. JSON key where step 7 so that it's not confusing about codes. step 9. Okay, so let's actually I am going to make a informed choice to be okay, streaming with the service account key. You are going to physically see it. I will clean it up immediately afterwards, but I think the fact that it only has artifact registry permissions makes me feel all right with that. So yeah, all right, let's go here, and then this is the image prefix, and then the region is Europe West 10. Okay, and then key, what was it called? It was called binderhub-service development something. Okay, I'm copying it and I'm pasting it. Needs to be appropriately indented. Okay. I don't actually know if this is true, but I will type that, and if it is not true, someone will tell me. So upgrade, see, this is why I love it, right? But then I can now just type -f binderhub-service values.yaml, and then I'm good. Right. Great, I can see that it has restarted because it's happening in 22 seconds. Alright, helm upgrade to use the new configuration we just created. What was this helm upgrade command? I'm just going to copy paste this. It's missing a slash. See? And then basically be like, okay. This confirms that the okay, so but now I want to actually test it, right? And that's kind of difficult. So I'm gonna actually, let's see. It must be here somewhere, right? I'm look at the existing config, and then so much commenting. What am I looking for actually? Enable API only mode, true. I want to set that to false. And then just see what happens, right? Okay. Get pod. See, it's running. Port forward. And perfect. So I see the UI. So that took, and now let me try to build something and see what happens. Waiting. I need another tab, right? Okay. Yay! It is actually building! Perfect. I mean, I want to make sure it'll push, but that's going to take a while, so we can just let that happen. So, perfect. Okay, now I do want to put this in the README. Test this config. You know, I'm just going to actually, I need to end the stream now, so I'm just going to modify like this for now, let it be, and then I will come back and finish it. Yeah, that's going well. Great. Okay. All right, friends. I gotta go to a meeting, so the stream is over. Bye.